call.
What's going on YouTube? Scrammy here, coming at you with some more video of the Project Arrma 4S. Now, as per my last video, you saw that the only modification I did to this truck was swapping out the BLX 100 with the BLX 120. And why did I do that? Because the BLX 120 is 4S capable, and I was pretty certain that the motor would handle it. And so far, it's been running quite well. I haven't had really many issues at all. But there's one thing I have changed, and that would be these tires. Now, there's nothing particularly wrong with the stock tires. They're very soft, and they do have pretty good traction. But the issue is, running on 4S, they ain't gonna last very long. So here's front and rear, just to give you some inclination as to what's happening here. So these, yeah, they're good for traction, low traction environments, but I wanted something a little bit harder, more kind of to scale. So I found these tires. These are the PR Racing SCT P006 tires. Yes, that's a lot to say. That is a mouthful, but there you go, SCT P006. Now these tires are pretty much identical size to the ones that were on there. They may be in the slightest bit taller, but very, very close. Enough that I don't think it's going to make a difference here nor there. There is, though, one modification that I had to do to get these tires to run, and that was changing the hex size, because all of these trucks come with 14 millimeter size hexes, and yeah, there are some tires out there for it, but 12 millimeter, there's way more options out there. So I got from my local hobby shop some 12 millimeter metal wheel hexes directly from Arrma, so they're made for the truck, and that took a total of a couple minutes just to swap them out real quick, and I already just like the look of these tires more. They look more to scale. They look way cooler. And today we're going to find out if running them 4S, we're going to put them through their paces. Because, again, like I said, I just got these off Amazon. These things might immediately explode. All right, guys, we are on and in our first location. Well, what should we do? 3S or 4S? I think you know the answer to that. She's got power. Woo. Woo. Goddamn.
Call.
Oh, man. That was really close to my foot. Combo. That was a lot closer to that tree than I wanted to be. right over it. Alright guys, well it's been at least a half hour more. For a second there I thought I lost my steering servo, but we good. It was just a little jammed up with rocks and such, because with these Arrmas there is holes right there in the bottom of the chassis that allows debris and rocks and things to build up. Probably really should plug that somehow, but we're still good. 4S all day, and it's not warm. These are not the stock tires, and yet I've had no issues. This thing is great, guys. If you get one of these, I definitely recommend going 4S, because it just makes it so much more fun. Well guys, I only have one thing left to do. We're gonna take it home, I'm gonna clean her off, and we're gonna inspect it, see if anything happened. But I'm quite certain nothing did, and this truck just takes all the abuse that you can throw at it. Alright guys, now that I've given the truck a little bit of a once over with cleaning, decided we would go over it just like I said we would. So these PR Racing SCT P006 tires, they held up great, no unusual wear. They seem to be just fine front and rear. I'm actually pretty pleased with their performance. It was good on the road, and even off the road in the grass and the dirt and everything, they still had enough bite to get over and through pretty much everything that would get in your way. So big thumbs up to those tires. Now, the truck itself was fine. I did have the issue at the end where the steering, there was definitely some rocks that got stuck up in there, but I just tipped it over and gave it a couple smacks and steering was back. That's just sort of a design flaw, I guess you would say. But the motor, even through everything that we put it through, the whole time, as soon as I was done running it, I could still touch it. It wasn't even that warm. It doesn't even phase this motor at all. And that's with the BLX 120. So I have to say, this thing held up really well. I love this truck. The only thing that was broke was on this, where are we at here? Oh yeah, on the front bumper. This piece is a little cracked, but that happened in the previous video. So that was nothing to do with what I did today. But yeah, this thing, and it ran for a lot longer than I honestly thought it was going to. To be honest, I thought it would be like 15-20 minutes max, one and done. But no, I got at least a half hour or more, which I'm pretty happy with. So that 4S Spectrum battery, the smart batteries, it's kind of pricey. You know, it's over $100, but I think it's worth it. It's a good battery. And I have the 3S also. And they're both good batteries. I think the 4S lasted longer, to be honest. But other than that, yeah. She's just a little dirty. Cleaned it out a little bit better. But yeah, I am 100% pleased with this truck. It's met and exceeded my expectations. It just takes abuse. Some of the tumbles that you saw in that video were pretty brutal. I mean, it was just slamming around, and it just keeps on taking it. So we're going to keep going with this to see what I can upgrade or change next. Hopefully you enjoyed watching the video, and maybe it'll inspire you to maybe take a little chance and start upgrading some parts. Like